Hi, good afternoon, everyone. It's me, Jessica, your health fitness program manager from McLean, and I'm going to bribe the bird. And we're going to get started with today's Tabata inspired HIIT or LIIT circuit. It's really up to you how much in thread. Do not waste. It's really up to you how much intensity you're going to bring. I do recommend for today that you have at least one weight. I think we actually are only using one weight at a time. Great. Looks like I'm correct. So one medium to heavy weight for you. And I also recommend having a yoga block for a fun, challenging balance move that we're going to get to. If you don't happen to have a yoga block, but you have a towel that you can roll up as something to reach towards behind you, we'll get to that in a minute. Let me just make sure everything is streaming properly. Okay. And make sure that you have some water nearby. Let's do this, y'all. Starting off our regular way, I encourage you to begin with a march. If you're ready for more than a march and you'd like to bring it into a jog, go ahead and do that. But remember, find the intensity that's right for you. And if you really want to get your heart rate going and you can move forward and backwards, let's move a little bit forward and backwards. Get your arms moving as much as possible. We're going to keep on with this jog for just about 30 more seconds before we start some jumping jacks or step jacks. Hold on, I'm getting a lot of messages up here, so let me just check on things really fast. Great, let's come on into those jumping jacks. So either stepping out side to side, or maybe adding a shuffle, or actually going for a jumping jack. Can't go for that full jumping jack here on the second floor, but I can get these arms going as fast as possible. I can move my legs as quickly as I feel in control, and I hope that you're doing the same at home. Let's get just about 10 more seconds. And then keep those arms up overhead. Find some big knee drives. You can even twist gently side to side. Use your breath as your knee drives. We got a lot of knee drives today. Next up, let's get some nice big forward kicks. So a big kick forward. You can take 3 steps in between. Get your leg as high as feels good right now. Doesn't matter what you did yesterday. Doesn't even matter what amazing things you're going to do tomorrow. What can you do with your body today? One more each side. And then let's make sure that we really warm up the hip flexors for all these leg drives that we have going. So firmly plant your left foot on the floor. Extend your right leg to the side. Already you might feel that big squeeze of the glutes, controlled with a little tick, tock, side to side. Let's get one more. And then switch legs. If your balance is really challenged, you can always place your hand on something to help you just work towards finding this controlled squeeze and lift, not just a swing. I think we got 5. Let's switch back to that original leg. Belly pulled in. You're going to find a knee drive, open, tap down, back in to the front and down. Let's get 2 more. Last one on this side. And back around other side, up and around. Final 2, just getting that range of motion that works for you. A little up and around. Great. Shake it off. Grab that quick sip of water. And let's go ahead and get into our running in place. All right, so our first move for today is going to be a nice quick little knee drive. So a big knee drive, opposite arm moves with opposite leg. As the right leg drives forward, left arm moves with it. You can make this move easier by standing up pretty tall, just working to find this knee drive. But the more that you start to bring a single leg squat into your standing leg, the more challenging this work is going to be. So that's one option to make this a little bit harder. Another option is every time, every other time, every third time, it's your choice. Add in a nice controlled hop. Whichever option you choose, as this toe taps behind you, it should tap as quietly as possible. So no slamming that foot down on the floor. This move is going to help to get our heart rates up, and it's going to prepare you for something coming a little bit later. We got 4 times coming through on the right side and then 4 times on the left. So start off as easily as you need to and get ready to increase your challenge. Be honest with yourself in 3, 2, 1. So left leg is firmly planted. Every exhale, driving that knee up. Just going to use set 1 as some diagnostics, seeing how you're feeling today. What can you do? Can you find that generous bend of your left leg? Are you ready to add in that hop? Take a break. Round 1 is done. So shake out that supporting leg as much as you need to. Remember, right leg is going to drive again. 3 more times on the right in 3, 2, 1. Maybe you move a little bit faster, still working to get that toe down quietly. Or perhaps you add in a hop, working to land as quietly as possible. So the more that you engage your muscles with time, you can actually get some jumps in without the downstairs neighbor. Ooh, take a break, coming up and yelling at you. It's a little risky though. Mentally, I'm still afraid of him making a scene. So I'm going to keep the intensity on the lower side by enjoying the squat. Begin focusing on this big bend in the leg, hinge from the hips forward. So belly is pulled in, so back feels good. Add in at least 1 hop for that extra challenge. 3, 2, 1. Take a break. We got 1 more time on this side. How's that standing leg glute feeling? Hopefully starting to get a little sore in your glute and your quad. 1 more time, same side. 3, 2, let's do. Challenge yourself perhaps a little bit more, knowing this is the last time that you have to do this for this side of the body today. You can see I'm coming right back down into that little bit of a single leg squat for 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Shake it out. We're going to switch to the other leg. Other leg is going to drive. Set yourself up. Plant your foot. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Remember, first set, first side can be a little diagnostic. See how you're feeling. Keep a lot of weight in your heel of your standing leg. Feel that glute fire even more. Use your breaths. 3, 2, 1. Round 1 done. 3 more rounds to go. Are you going to try adding in a hop on this second time on this other side? Let's begin. Are you still getting that toe down as quietly to the floor behind you as possible? So I'm adding in my hop every third drive right now. Take a break. 2 more times. In 3, 2, 1. Go for it. Good. Check in. Make sure the weight's not just coming into the toe of your standing static leg. 3, 2, 1. And that quiet tap down of your moving leg is also so vital for staying in control. And if you're like me and you live in an apartment, keeping your neighbor happy. Here we go, last round. Can you add in at least one hop here on this half round if you haven't done any yet today? On this last round, I mean. Challenge yourself to see the change. Find out what's possible. Be confident in yourself. I bet you can do it. Take a break. How'd you do? Grab yourself some water. Let me tell you about move number 2. We're going for a squat to a single arm press. So you're going to want your slightly heavier weight for this one. Feet are going to be just about shoulders width distance apart, maybe a little bit wider. You're going to squat down if you can touch the floor, and then come right into your overhead press. We're going to do one round, right arm reaching down and then up. Left arm squats to that little snatch, and then we're going to hold it at our chest and just pulse in our squat for 20 seconds. The great news is we only have to do that pulsing squat 2 times. The majority of the work here is going to be squat to snatch, which you can do at any pace you want. You're ready? 3, 2, 1, begin. So you're tapping the floor and then going right up overhead. Just like before, weight is in your heels. And if you can't tap all the way down towards the floor, that's okay. Maybe you're just finding that reach. Press through those heels to stand. Take a break. Look at that. 1 round done. Okay, as you come down, you're still trying to come down with that nice flat back. I know belly's going to come to thighs. Begin. But we're not rounding through the back. Chest is still pulled forward. Chest is up and forward as you stand. And where's the weight? I heard someone say in your heels. That's correct. Just a couple more seconds here. Then we've got that pulse round. You're moving at your pace, remember? Take a break. Okay, so holding the weight goblet style by your chest. Feet are still going to be sort of narrow. We're going for that chair behind us. Let's do it. So squatting low, I'm like halfway up, right back down. Hinging from the hips, not the waist. For 3, 2, 1, stand on up. Nice. Take your 10-second break. Let's start with the left arm this time. In 3, 2, 1, squat to press. Here we go. All the way down, all the way up. Press through those heels to help you get that weight up overhead. Awesome. Get ready to switch to the other arm. In 3, 2, let's do. Here we go. Find that squat. We're right into that press. Were you ready for it? I bet you were. 10 seconds is pretty fast, but it is also a somewhat generous time for recovery. Remember, as you're reaching down towards the floor, you got your weight in your heels. You're pressing through your heels to stand. Nice squeeze the glutes at the top. Yay. Back to that pulsing squat. You can open your feet wider if you want. Get a different version of your squat in 3, 2, let's do. Still just a controlled up and down. Starting to sweat in here. 3, 2, 1. Stand on up. We got one more time. Each leg. How are you feeling today? How are you feeling before you get started today? Whichever arm you want to start with, let's do it. How you're feeling is definitely going to impact how you move. I want you to know I'm so proud of you for showing up. However it is that today is going, whatever is on your mind, moving your body, it's going to help us feel so much better. Oh my gosh, one more time. One more time, last arm. In 3, 2, 1, do it. Are you smiling? You know I'm smiling because I'm pretty proud of myself for getting up, doing this. You're saying, Jessica, it's your job. I know it's my job, but my job because I think it's fun and I think it's so important. And it helps that we do it together, y'all. Woo, 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 woo. Round 2 done. Grab some water. Woo. Hi, water. Okay, take that one weight, whatever weight it is. We're coming down to the floor. We've got planks with a row. I want to give you a couple options for how you can set yourself up for success for this move. Now, if you can, you're going to step both legs back and one arm is just going to row. We're going to stick with that one arm the whole time. But if your balance is not there to be all the way on your feet, what can you do today? Well, one option is to move right here from tabletop. Another option is to send your opposite leg back. So you're already in a modified plank, or work to send both legs back, or finding a little bit more of that V form. We're still working 20 seconds to work, 20 seconds to rest. So it's a quick interval. Can you challenge yourself? Let's find out in 3, 2, 1. Begin. I'm going to start with just one leg back so I can really focus on the idea of squeezing that shoulder blade scapula in, drive an elbow up. 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Let's switch arms. I like to think of that first set as diagnostic and see what you can do. How do things look and feel? Because you can always add on. Let's do it. But now I know at least one thing that works today. And while I'm here, even with that leg back, I'm working to keep both hips square towards the floor. Belly pulled in nice and tight. Nice long spine. Take a break. All right. Coming back to the original side. Let's get it 2 times in a row. You ready? Let's do it. Remember, it's not all or nothing. Could you get even one plank row in? Take a break. Same arm is going to work again. Same arm. So another opportunity to find that similar challenge in 3, 2, 1. Maybe you get one row with a knee or 2 on the floor, and then you try one in the plank. You can always come back. So bring in one knee in. Remember, with challenge comes change. And it's not all or nothing. What can you do right now? Working your way. Take a break. Switch to the other hand. If you just get one, maybe tomorrow you can get 2. Maybe next week you can get 3. Here we go. Other side. You can work through all these modifications if you want to. Find the one that's good for you and take a break. One more time through, same side. Getting a little schwitzy in here, putting in some good work, y'all. Oh, begin. So we're just making this a combo move. The goal is to focus on this row, but perhaps you're also getting this plank in, a little extra ab work. Take a break, switch back to your original hand. One more time each side. 3, 2, 1, begin. Whew, my balance is feeling off. I can admit I have a horrible headache. It's definitely going to affect balance and energy. Take a break. But still, I'm here, I'm giving it my all, and I know you're at home and you're giving it your all too. We got one more time, one last side. 3, 2, go for it. I'm excited about our next move. So we just got 12 seconds here. 12 seconds. What can you do? Even if you come into your plank, bring that leg back in. Find some sort of challenge for 3, 2, 1. We did it. Woo. Right, we're going to stand up. We're going to stand up. We're going to put the weight down. We're done with the weights for today. All right, here's where your block comes into play. Your block, or maybe that rolled up towel. We're going to step back into a lunge, and then we're going to give a nice big kick forward. Is that what I wrote in the description? I don't know. Okay, so hands can be at your waist. Give it a second, try one. See how it feels so you know that you have the right distance of bringing that back knee to the floor while not having your front leg go past your toe, and then stand yourself up, knee drive. So that's the whole move. So now from here, you're going to step back. You can put your toe on the floor to help yourself lower down, or you can challenge yourself to not bring your toe to the floor. I still brought my toe to the floor for like a little single leg squat work. So you can see how this is similar to that running in place that we did when we started. Let's get 4 times on one side. No, let's get at least 2 times. Let's see how that works. In 3, 2, here we go. So stepping back, tapping that knee to the floor, maybe just stepping your feet together, tapping that knee to the floor, knee drive. Here's another fun option. Kick it at the front. Take a break. We're going to get that same leg again. Make sure as you stand up, you're using that front leg heel. That's what I like about this one, because we're not going to push off that back knee too much. Here we go. Back knee comes down, push off that front heel. Either step your feet in, find that knee drive, optional kick. Take a break. Yeah, let's just stick with this one leg. 2 more rounds. Let's get it. 3, 2, 1. Gonna add a little double kick to the front. Extra little bit of balance challenge. That front leg glute is saying good morning. And I'm saying, I'll see you one more time. We got 1 more rounds on this side. In 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Hopefully you added a little spice, a little flair that felt good for you in this one. Oh, glute. For 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to switch legs. Remember, first one, take it a little bit slower. Both sides of the body are not the same, so honor what works on this side, and let's go. Back knee on your block, and then maybe you just stand up. Maybe you add this knee drive. Maybe you add that kick. Totally okay if you need to put your foot down and then find that standing move. 3, 2, 1. We made it. All right, 3 more rounds. 3, 2, 1. Begin. I like a move that doesn't have to just be about speed to get a good challenge. This might be deeper. You might have normally, take a break, gone in your back lunge. Hopefully it's a little bit more fun. 3, 2, 1, go for it. Did one leg seem a little easier than the other? I know I'm feeling a little bit more tired as we get to this side. For 3, 2, 1. Take your 10-second break. We got one more time through. One more time through. One more round of moves to do after this. 3, 2, 1. Go for it. 10 seconds left. For 3, 2, 1. Bam. Oh my gosh, we did it, everyone. We're going to make our ways down to our mats one more time. One last move. We've got some plank to bear. That's going to be the basic move, plank to bear. Come on down. Okay, so bear is when you're in tabletop, toes are tucked under, knees are hovering off of the floor. You got many different ways you can make this plank to bear happen. You can step your legs out, you can step your legs in, you can jump your legs out and step your legs in. You can do whatever you need to do. If you find you need to come down to your forearms, that's fine. In fact, if you find that you even want to go from bear to plank and then go down and up and then add in that bear, make it your own. Let's do a little something different each round. In 3, 2, 1, go for it. So just starting with that plank to bear. And if you're really struggling, you can take a down dog. And then shift weight back forward, bear, back out to your plank. Down dog is a great place for beginners to stay for as long as you need to. Take a break. All right. Round 2. How can you make it look a little different? 3, 2, go for it. I want you to think about bringing those knees as close to the floor as possible. And each time you step back into your plank, I want you to fix your form. So take rounding out of your back, shifting weight forward, heels on top of the balls of feet. Take a break. Ooh, ooh. 3, 2, 1. Go for it. Feeling a little dizzy? So I'm going to change it up. Another modification, just stepping one leg back, lifting a knee up off of the floor. Take a break for 3, 2, 1. Back into the move. Halfway through right here. This is our halfway point. Now I'm feeling a little sweaty and not my 100% best. But next round, I'm going to try and get in at least one change of height. Take a break. Going from that straight arm plank, lowering down to a forearm plank. I might just stay there, and that's okay. Let's make it happen. Things are a little sweaty, so I want you to be smart. Considering things might be sweaty, take a break. Did you do it? We're almost there, y'all. About 1 minute of work to go. 3, 2, 1. Go for it. What can you still make happen? Do your best. Do something. Don't just give up on yourself. For 3, 2, 1. Take that break. 2 more rounds. 2 more rounds. You've got this. You're golden. You're schwitzy. You're awesome. Begin. For 3, 2, 1. One more time around to go. Add in that challenge one last time. You know you can. You know you can. Do your best. Are you ready? You're going to crush it right now. Are you doing it? Are you impressing yourself? I hope so. Because you're amazing. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, bring your knees to the floor. Find your tabletop. Give yourself a couple cat cows here. Spread your fingers wide. Really push into your hands, palms. You can hold into any part of the stretch for a little longer as you need to. Make it meaningful for you. Awesome. Go ahead, step your legs all the way back. You can keep your hands on the floor for a nice little stretch into your low back. You need to bring your forearms to the mat for a little bit more of a sphinx. That's okay. And then go ahead, send your glutes back towards your heels, bend your knees, take a couple breaths in your child's pose, head relaxed below heart level. I want you to know how proud I am of you today. I hope that you internally are feeling proud of yourself. Drag your hands in by your shoulders, back through to your tabletop, tuck your toes under, send glutes up towards the ceiling. Take a moment, pedal your heels, lower belly coming towards thighs, ears between your arms. Take a moment here, look all the way forward with your eyes, look all the way towards your chest. And then walk your hands to your feet or your feet to your hands. Once they get there, if you can't touch the floor, that's okay. You can grab hold of your opposite elbows. If your shoulders rounded towards your ears, pretty normal. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. You can bend your knees a little bit more. Squeeze shoulder blades towards each other. Create a little extra space. And on your exhale, shift a little weight towards your toes. Send your hips up one more time. More of a stretch in your hamstrings. Take 3 slow breaths. Keep working to elongate your exhale. It's going to help you bring your heart rate back down. Go ahead, bend your knees generously. Slowly roll yourself up, one vertebrae at a time. Stack your head over your heart, over your hips. Inhale your arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, relax your arms down by your side. Stretch your fingers down to the floor. Decompress your shoulders in mountain pose. One more big breath. Inhale, exhale. And then feel free to shake it out. Let it go. You did it, everyone. That's our 30-minute express Tabata Circuit. Whether you made it HIIT or LIIT, I hope you're as proud of yourself for showing up and doing your best as I know I am of me. So can't wait to see you all again, whether it's live on campus or here back on my side of the video screen on Wednesday. Till then, have a great day, y'all.